In this video, I wanted to take sort of our core breaded mozzarella pizza cheeses and then just sort of show you different reactions as to how they cook in different situations. Each cheese will vary depending on the oven, depending on the heat, depending on the amount of moisture. So I mean, might work perfectly for one and then not the next time. We did it all in a fresh dough. Critical, it adds so much more moisture, it extends the cook time. It's how the pizza guys are doing it. This is how the test has to be done. So we set up the wheel, quartered it. We put equal amounts of cheese on all 4 quarters. Set the pie up, looks pretty good so far. This is it in the oven. I wanted to show you the riccoli in the front and the short shred in the back. The 2 highest fat cheeses and how the melt is already more even than the others. Here's the wheel coming out of the oven. So all 4 corners are very different. It's a great test. You can see very different reactions for cheeses in one try. So it took a long time to cook. This was 18 minutes at 450. I'm surprised. So we're going to break the wheel up. If you look at the bottom corner there, the bottom left, that is the GFS short shred. So this is like our #1 mozzarella and pizza cheese. And what is beautiful about it is a blended cheese, so it's full fat and part skim already mixed together. So exactly what most of the pizza places are already doing, now just all in one pre-mix. So to go back to the short shred, I wanted to have a real good look at the color of it. You see a lot more golden brown, you see a lot more even distribution of blisters, the cheese crisps nicely, just starting to ooze out a little bit. It was, worked out beautifully. And then if you compare it to the opposite side, if you look at the Riccoli Supreme, it's a full fat cheese, but it's kind of a stretch style full fat. Lighter color, more golden, a little more, they call it blonding, and less blistering. And then on the top of the wheel, this will be the Mazza Bene. So this is going to be just exactly like the Kitchen Essentials mozzarella. So it's going to have a higher amount of milk solids in it, a lower fat. So you're going to see more of these little specks of dark brown where the cheese stays white. A beautiful cheese, but this will react differently in different situations. And then on the bottom side, you can see the Riccoli 20%. So it did get some darkening as well, but lighter overall. Then we took the cheeses to the park.
Hi, we're just at the park and we're going to try 4 different mozzarella cheeses in their style of oven. They use a Doyen deck oven, kind of a forced air convection oven. I'm Gary. This is Taylor. Thanks for doing this, Taylor.
No worries.
The same wheel again. Laid out all the cheeses, set up the wheel, did it on their style of crust, on their style of oven, on their sauce. Here's the pizza as it came out. You can see on the bottom is the lower fat, and on the top is the higher fat. Here's kind of the flyby of all the cheeses. You can see the higher fat, they really glisten. Short shred, beautiful again, gold all the way through. Riccoli, white with little specks, and then almost the exact same reaction out of the Mazza Bene. And this cook oven and this style of pie, they could use either of those cheeses. They both do exactly the same thing. So you'll see the specks of browning evenly throughout. The crust kind of bubbled up a little bit, so that kind of changed how the cheese is looking on that on the Riccoli 20. Short shred again turned out perfect. You can see the cheese falling off the edge, even golden bubbling. Great cheese all the way around. And then the Supreme, very fluid, beautiful cheese. Then we took it to Astoria.
We're just here at Astoria Pizza, and they use a conveyor deck oven and a Pinger oven. So now we're going to see what these 4 cheeses do in this style of oven. This is a forced air oven. This should be the biggest test, the greatest difference that we're going to see between these 4 cheeses. This is Bill from Astoria. Thanks for doing this, Bill.
No problem.
So same thing, we measured out the cheese, equal portions, bam, bam, bam. Set up the wheel again. We're getting fast at this game. Through the oven, it was like a 8-minute pass at 490 degrees. Crazy the difference on all of this one. The short shred turned out golden. The Napoli Supreme a little lighter, and the Riccoli and the Mazza Bene literally burnt. Those little black specks all the way through. But same cheese, different styles of ovens, totally different reactions.